at second base. That's why I said a swift turn there by Brad Harmon.
1-1 pitch, runner goes, swung on a miss, throw down to second is in plenty of time, and the failed hit and run, rather broken down hit and run, leaves Angus Rozier out to dry, and he is caught stealing, so that leadoff single is erased. The count now 1-2 to Wick, and one gone and the base is empty.
We talked about the infamous West Virginia toast man on the broadcast a couple of nights ago. Angus Rozier was toast there, hung out to dry.
And he really having to flail at the pitch to try to save the runner, Rozier, but there was nothing he could do. And now the 1-2 pitch from Sano is on the inside corner. Strike three called, and Wick does not agree. And he is emphatic and yelling at how he's been tossed from the game. The bat has been thrown by the batter Wick, and he is getting in the face of Stuart Howe. And out from the dugout for the Adelaide Bite is Steve Mintz, and this could be some leftover frustration from last night's game in which Wick was called out on strikes on a pitch that was well off the plate. This time he's rung up, 2 gone in the inning, and he will be leaving this ball game as he has just been tossed by the home plate umpire Howe.
That was a strikeout to end the 4th inning of yesterday's game, the one that you mentioned. He was called out by Greg Howard. He was not a fan of that call, and Wick remained standing in the batter's box for about a minute after the inning came to an end. This time called out on strikes by the home plate umpire Stuart Howe, and he wasted no time. He immediately got into the face of Howe. Howe threw him out of the game, and Wick just tossed the bat back towards the Jet Courier suite.
I would say that Wick is having no fun right now, and he is still yelling from the dugout after he has collected his bat and will be leaving us. 2 gone in the inning, and that has gone down as the 4th strikeout of the night for Sano. As we can see it on the replay, is a bit of a check swing by Wick, but the home plate umpire Howe had just called it a strike. He was not ringing him up on the swing. And so we will pass along to
of the bottom of the 5th inning without any further damage.
Here comes a 1-2 pitch to Schultz on the outside corner. Strike 3 called, and Sano is going to have another strikeout, and that'll go as his 5th of the night. And with 1 gone now in the 6th inning, it's going to bring up Demerit. Didn't look like Schultz was a very big fan of the call. And you got to give some credit to Takanori Hoshi for bringing that one back to the zone. Call on the corner and maybe a little bit out there. And it's his job as well as the catcher's job to keep inching out to see how far that boundary will go. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Demerit down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts now for Sano. 2 gone in the inning. And the 3-hitter in this lineup, Stephen Welch, to come to the plate.
You always have to give credit to those umpires, though. They do a great job here in the ABL and also all around the world in baseball games all over the globe. And they may not won, put up a great fight against the 4-time ABL champions.
2-2 once more as Sano kicks and throws. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And Sano's a single in the 2nd inning. And then he popped up to the second baseman, and Travis Demerit, his last time up in the 4th. Lee's next pitch is served into center field. Coming in, Corey Lyon to a dive, and he is going to make the catch. And make it look easy, but he stays with it. And that's out number 1 in the home half of the 6th inning. And we'll bring up Jack Berry with the bases empty and 1 man away.
What a catch there by Lyon. Inserted into the game as a substitute for the Bite. I'm not sure he even realized that he had the ball. He kind of looked shocked when he came up.
Well, certainly been working for the left-hander. Now facing Kyle Petty after fanning 3 straight Bite. That was a strike him out in order in the top of the 6th inning. Jumping ahead of Kyle Petty, the count 0-1. Petty, who is 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs, one being a double play in the 1st inning. Sano's next pitch is hit off the end of the bat and foul down the right field line. And so the count is no balls and 2 strikes. Petty to be followed by Tom Bryce, and then it is Angus Rozier. 3-1 our score at Melbourne Ballpark, top of the 7th inning. Sano working out of the windup. He has set down the last 4 Bite that he has faced. 0-2 pitch, inside corner, strike 3 called. Make it 4 straight for Sano, and this one looking as Petty is set down on strikes. And Sano, he continues to add to his strikeout total. That is now 8 here tonight. Sano has got all ranked in strikeout performances for the Aces. Well, that was just 2 away from a record, which is 12. 2-2 pitch, chopped on the ground, right side of the infield. The first baseman, Brad Harmon, has it, flips to the pitcher, Sano covering, but it gets out of his glove as he tried to acrobatically jump and then fall on the bag. And we will see how this one is scored. Harmon way off the bag for the first baseman. Had to toss to Sano, and it was going to be a close play with Bryce tearing down the line. And it has gone up as an error, the second one charged to the Aces here tonight. Guess that'll go as an error on Harmon, too, so it'll be an E3. 2 in the bottom of the fourth inning. Game being played in Sydney. Pitch taken for a called strike 3, and that is the second out of the top of the seventh inning. Angus Rozier is going to go down on strikes. Second time that Sano has got a strikeout in this inning. They've both been looking. Now he's got 9 here tonight. And the runner at first base, Bryce, will hold, as we have not seen a pickoff of any Aces member. We've seen one of the Adelaide Bite, but some close calls. The 1-0 pitch way inside, and this is actually going to hit Hoshi. And Hoshi is down. That one, it looked like it hit him off the leg, and he pops up, and he should be fine as he tears off the equipment. He's jogging down to first base, but he's going to get some attention from the physio staff. The runners are going to be at first and second when the dust is settled. And the 8-hitter Jack Berry will be the batter. And Hoshi, just to prove that he's okay, races over to first base.
The Hoshi sprint, they call it.
That's the first batter that we have seen hit tonight. And
coming. Ripped into center field. Back goes Curcio. And it is over his head and off of the wall. Stand-up double for Stephen Welch. And that's how the Adelaide Bite begin the top of the ninth inning. Well, I'm sure the Bite were happy to see the Aces bullpen once again. They haven't seen them since Thursday night. Larkins went 9 yesterday, and Sano with 8 strong innings tonight. We'll do it again, and Penny swings and misses. So Fuji and Bryce. Bryce lifts this one into center field. Playable for Curcio. 2 away. So the Aces are just 1 out away from winning this game 3 and taking a 2-1 lead in the series. Still trying to win their first series since last year. And their first full 4-game series since 2 seasons ago. 2-2 pitch coming. Popped high in the air, left side. This could do it. Shortstop Tanner Vavra calls for it, and that is the ball game. A 7-1 victory for the Melbourne Aces. Yasuo Sano gets the victory. Fujiwara, a scoreless inning of relief. And for the second straight night, the Aces come out on top of the Adelaide Bite. We'll be back here on ABL TV with your post-game recap, final stats, and more. Stay with us on ABLTV.com.